Today we're gonna talk about all the diets here with Zoe, my assistant. As I promised in my previous video, I'm gonna talk to you about all the diets I've tried all my life. I'm gonna tell you why I like the diet or why I didn't like the diet, why I stopped, how much I lost, and how much I gained back. If you stay till the end, I'm gonna also tell you why I never ever want to diet again. And now let me go and let Jessie out because she needs to go do her business. Always when I start recording. You know that kid that always needs attention when you turn on your phone? Those are my kids. Go, 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 go. If you like my content, if you enjoy following my journey, if it's inspiring you, please hit the subscribe button. It's gonna help me grow this channel, and it's gonna help me make more and better videos. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I also want to remind everybody that I'm not a nutritionist. I have a certificate in group fitness, and I am a licensed massage therapist. So everything what I say here is not a advice. It's just my journey, my own experience, my own opinions. Please, if you have any health conditions, talk to a professional. My very first diet. If I'm gonna look down, I'm gonna show you. I made notes today, so I'm prepared for this video, even though my video is always going to be raw and honest with minimum editing because I just don't have simply time for it. So I apologize for my accent. But this time I'm going to read a little bit from the notes because I made a little script for this video. So in my very first video, when I introduced myself, I talk about how I was born and raised in Slovakia up to 23 years of my life, how my whole family was very like food oriented. We showed love by giving food, and how my whole upbringing was about that. And of course, food for me was like comfort. So I think that's why I'm struggling with eating and gaining and losing weight all my life up to here. Now I'm 42 years old and I'm still dealing with this problem. My very first diet was actually not until my breakfast ready, not until I moved to the US. So in Slovakia, just a very short review, I never changed my diet. I was always eating whatever I want, whenever I want, and as much as I want. And I thought I'm gonna lose weight just by adding exercise. I was running, I was taking like aerobic class in my local town, but never really happened. Up to high school, I was pretty like an average body. I thought I'm fat, but when I look back to pictures, probably you can relate to it. You would like, oh, I wish I would have that body now. But the body's changing, and I have to learn this, that it's okay not to be in the same body when you're 42 than you were when you were like 18 or 20. So in Slovakia, all my 23 years of my life, I never really tried any diet. When I came to the US, and I had my first baby, I was pretty heavy, and pregnancy was of course a good excuse to eat what I want. And even after the pregnancy, it was like, oh, you're breastfeeding, you have to eat food. So I actually gained like 20 pounds after I gave birth, which is usually the opposite. New moms, when they breastfeed, they usually lose weight. But I think I was just using that as an excuse, and I gained extra weight. So when my first daughter was about 2 years old, I was really feeling uncomfortable, and I decided I'm going to try a diet, and I just want to lose this weight forever, and I want to be like skinny and fit and all those things, and then my life will be happy forever and ever. Meantime, I'm having my toast with peanut butter and jam. So my very first diet was in 2008, and I tried to figure out how to call this diet because this is a very popular diet. It was a very popular diet back in Europe. If I translate it in English, it's called like separate food diet. I don't know if it has like a name in English or if you guys ever heard about this diet in America. So the basic principle was that you had to eat one day only certain foods or groups. So for example, there was day one when you could only eat like plant-based food and also only vegetables. So for example, I could eat potatoes with vegetables, or rice with vegetables, or pasta with vegetables. So all kind of grains, plant-based with vegetables. So that was like day one, and we called it like plant day. Then the second day, that was totally opposite. You could eat everything from animals, so like meat, dairy, and you can again combine it only with vegetables. No fruits, no grains, nothing like that. So that was like the animal day. And then day three was fruits. So this day you couldn't eat vegetables, but you could eat fruits with grains. So again, plant-based grains, which is your like pasta, rice, bread, potatoes, but you could combine it with fruits only, and only fruits. So I was on this diet for probably around 2-3 months, and I lost around 30 pounds. It was really exciting because that was the first time in my life that I really started like losing weight, and I start feeling really good, and I changed my entire closet. It was like super cool, and I thought this is gonna be the rest of my life. That's also a time when I start drinking coffee. Up to, I was 25, 26 years old then. I never drink coffee, but if you guys know me, I love sweets, and on those animal days, the only thing I could eat, not eat, but mostly drink, was like iced coffee, because it was summer, with like stevia and milk. So that was the only sweet thing, the only thing that was like closest to sweet. So I got like addicted to iced coffee that summer, and that was killing my sweet cravings. So since that, I'm drinking coffee. Now I don't put the stevia in it. I try to drink it without it. So this was my first diet, which worked. I lost weight. I felt amazing, and I just thought that was easy. I can do this for the rest of my life. And why did I stop this diet? Because I got pregnant again. So in 2009, I got pregnant, and I was really, really sick. My morning sickness was 24/7 sickness, and I was really nauseous. And the only time I didn't feel nauseousness or I felt a little relief was when I was chewing something. So while I was chewing food or anything, candy or anything, I was like fine. Once I swallowed it, that taste came, and I was just grossed. So I was like eating a lot, and back then I was working in an office. I had like a sedentary job, so of course chewing food all the time plus sitting on my chair and not moving too much, I gained a lot of weight back. I gained probably around 40 pounds. Obviously I was pregnant, so it's normal, but after like 5 or 6 months, when I went to my gyno, the gyno was like, "Ooh, you're gaining like a lot and very fast. Like you should a little bit watch your diet, even if you're pregnant." I was like, "Whoops." So yeah, and in 2009, end of the year, I had my baby, and I was like, whatever. I was pregnant. I'm not gonna stress about gaining weight. I lost it with this kind of diet. I'm just gonna lose it again. But guess what, guys? It just didn't work. I just never came back to this diet because I just feel like, I don't know what I felt. I was just like, no, I don't want to do this again. Breakfast is so good. Toast, peanut butter, jam, and coffee with milk. That's my breakfast today. So, had my baby, my second baby. I was in a stage of my life that, okay, I have 2 kids now. I need to do something with my life. I'm almost 30, and I decided I'm gonna become a massage therapist. I went to a massage school, so it's pretty hectic. My baby was 6 months old when I started school. My life was pretty hectic, and somehow I came across Weight Watchers. I signed up for Weight Watchers probably in like 2011. That didn't last too long. One of the reasons was the price. Back then I just felt like $50 per month for paying for this membership is a lot. Plus I joined the gym because I always love to exercise. My gym membership back then was also $50, which I felt like, oh my goodness, it's such an expensive gym. So I felt like $100 a month is just like a lot for me. Also, Weight Watchers back then was pretty much about that. They gave you the points, then you have to like your limit, and there was no apps, nothing, so you have to manually count the points, make sure you're eating within your daily limit. And back then in my hectic life, it was just like too much work for me. I couldn't maintain this Weight Watcher membership, and I'm like, okay, let me learn this, and then I'm just gonna continue without paying the membership. Like, how easy is that, right? So I canceled the membership. I tried to do it on my own, but I never really lost weight with Weight Watcher, and I just went back to my eating habits. So the only good thing that came from excuse me, Weight Watchers is the scale that I bought, and I'm using it till this day, more than 10 years, for measuring my hair dye when I dye my hair, and I need to know how many grams of hair dye I need to mix. So I love my Weight Watchers food scale. And here comes the life-changing experience in 2013, the Max Challenge. I found a life-changing flyer in my mailbox, which said, transform your life, your body, just in 10 weeks. We provide nutrition, exercise, support, motivation. Oh my goodness, everything what I needed was in that flyer. So I called, I went to try a class, and I fell in love with the Max Challenge. I started as a member. I was very successful. The motivation and support I get there was like something that I never ever experienced before. In any gym, in any program, in any diet. It was just like a community. The support that I was getting was like amazing and life-changing. So I don't want to talk about it too much because this video is already being too long, and I have 3 more diets I want to cover in here. I never considered Max as a diet. Of course, there was a nutrition plan that I followed to the dot in the beginning, and with the combination of the classes, 5 days a week, I was really seeing a lot of progress. I lost about 40 pounds. I became a trainer in the Max Challenge, which was absolutely life-changing experience. I not just gained experience in fitness and nutrition, but also confidence. And literally my life changed. So I'm gonna be forever grateful for this Max Challenge experience. I don't belong there anymore. I'm not a trainer because 2020 happened, pandemic happened, and our location got closed. For somebody who's watching this and you don't know what the Max Challenge is, so it's like a boutique gym. It's a franchise, and I was a trainer in one of the locations that got closed down because of the pandemic. So after that, I was like trying to like think about what's next. Like a part of my life just died with the Max Challenge. Like I was there for 7 years. For like around 6 or 5 years I was a trainer. So all those years my inspiration was to inspire everybody else, and that was my biggest motivation. The people, maybe some of you guys are watching it, that's when you met me as a trainer, and I was in the best shape of my life. What happened in 2020? They closed, and I said, okay, I have to think about it, like what's next for me. As I said, this was a life-changing experience, and I'm forever grateful. But when it comes to nutrition, the nutrition plan was pretty restrictive, which I learned after. And I have to say, I have to be honest, like it really messed up my brain, and I never had like a healthy relationship with food. But I think being in this program just messed up my relationship with food even more, because I was really following, I was trusting it, and it worked. I'm never gonna say it doesn't work. If you do it, it works. It's just not sustainable for the rest of your life. Like if somebody tells you don't eat cheese for the rest of your life, or milk, or all those things, and I didn't even do research, I just believed in it because that's what they told us, and it worked. So why would I even like doubt anything they told us in this? If you're still part of the Max Challenge, do it. If it works for you, I'm never gonna say bad things about it. Me personally, after years of not being within this program, I see now that how much it didn't do good for me, for my own experience, for my own relationship with food. So after 2020 happened, I created my own little business because there was a couple people who used to take my classes and they were begging me to do something. So we started on Zoom, and after that, when we were able to open and go in person to do classes, I created Fitnessa. So that's why my channel is called Fitnessa by Agnesa. So that's just my little tiny project. In them we do group classes, exercise. I also became a Zumba instructor, so I'm leading Zumba classes. So it's like a little community, and we love it. I was kind of like, okay, what now? Like, okay, I can eat cheese now because I'm not in the Max anymore. I can do whatever I want, but I also kind of went back to my old habits, and I gained a lot of weight. And the weight was coming like step by step. It was like, okay, in 2021, I gained 10 pounds, then I lost a little bit, I gained, and that's when it really started. I got into this vicious circle of starting a new diet in January, doing it to April, and then getting tired of it and gaining all the way back. So by the end of the year, I was back. So those are the 3 last diets that I say I started because I was like desperate after the Max, stopped for me. I was like, what should I do? What should I do? So in 2021, I started a Herbalife diet, believe it or not. Herbalife I knew from my childhood because back then, I don't know, 30 years ago, my dad was buying some kind of like shakes that he thought he's gonna magically lose weight. I know it was Herbalife, so he was doing it for a while. He lost something, but of course, after he stopped doing it, he gained it all back. But I was like, I'm gonna be different, and now they did it as a group. So again, a friend reached out to me. He's like, hey, we're doing this like fitness group and a nutrition group, and you just have to buy this shake that you're gonna drink in the morning, and then we show you what to eat the rest of the day, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, let me try. And I tried. I was doing good January to April because there was like a coach that I had to send all my food. I had to track the food. Of course, the breakfast was always like the Herbalife shake. And then they gave me like a nutrition plan, what to eat the rest of the day. And I had to send a coach every day what I was eating. So again, the accountability was there, which helped me. So I was doing good for like 3 months. I was losing weight. This was in 2021, January to April. And after that, I was just like so tired of it. It was so much work to like track the food daily and send it to the trainer. And then we had meetings, we talked about it. And yeah, I saw progress. I lost around 20 pounds, if not 30, I think, January to April. And I was happy, but I was like, I don't want to do this. It's expensive. I had to buy all these shakes. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I can just have a protein shake, a cheaper one. I don't have to buy Herbalife. So I stopped. And of course, I went back to my eating habits, and the yo-yo effect was crazy. By the end of the year, I was back at like 200 pounds again. So January came and I'm like, oh, I need to do something. And I joined this new gym for myself. And there was a trainer who was also doing nutrition. He was like offering a nutritional program for 3 months. It was like extra money on the top of the gym membership. And it was the same thing, like tracking food, sending him every day my whole food log and macros, okay? So this was calorie counting and macros. So I had my app, MyFitnessPal, and I was tracking all the foods, and he calculated me what's supposed to be my macro percentage. If you guys don't know what it is, I can make a video about that, but it's basically how much protein, how much carbs, how much healthy fats I should have within a day. He made like a calculation for me. He made a calculation how much calories I need to be in a calorie deficit, and I was doing the workouts within this gym. Again, it was perfect because I have accountability, because every day I had to send him my food log. Once a week we had a Zoom meeting when we went through how the week was. It was perfect. January to April, again in 2022, I lost around 30 pounds. I went down from like 198, I think I started, to like 174. My goal was 170, which I didn't reach because April comes, spring break comes, and I kind of like, I just lose the focus. Oh, I take a little break and then I'm gonna come back to it, and then I just never come back to it. The restriction is so much, the work is so much, daily calorie counting, writing the logs, sending it to the trainer. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's working. So again, if you do this way, you have an app, you're counting your calories, do it if it's working for you. Again, I'm sharing my own experience. I just get in this circle that I'm really excited. I'm really doing 100% January to April. I don't know why it's this 3 months in my head, but then I just got tired of it. Oh, it's spring, summer is coming. Let me eat some more ice cream. Let me not track in the weekends. I'm tired of it. I give myself a little break. And it's like a vicious circle. Then I stop completely because I'm so tired of it. And then I just gain the weight back. So yep, in 2023, beginning of year, I was back to 205 pounds. So boom, yo-yo effect, you lose and you gain extra back. So I was really, really miserable. And I said, I don't want to do this. I start kind of getting in intuitive eating. I'm like, there has to be a way that I don't have to measure what I eat. I don't have to count calories. I want to live my life without restriction. Like, I'm tired. I'm like 40 years old, 40 something, 42. I'm like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I'm tired of it. I was so frustrated. I was so tired. And I saw this pattern. 2021, Herbalife, losing, gaining back. 2022, calorie counting macros, losing, gaining back. 2023, what I should do. I don't want to do a diet anymore. But I was so desperate, I still did a diet. And I think that was the worst diet ever. It's called Optavia. I'm talking about this in my first 3 videos because that's how I started this channel. I started making videos and seeing like, okay, let me see how this diet goes. I recorded these videos. I'm like, maybe I'm never gonna like put them out. It was just like for myself to listen back and see what I felt during the Optavia, I don't know how you even pronounce it. So basically, there's so many videos about this diet. If you're interested, I don't recommend it. But basically what happened, a health coach reached out to me and offered me this Optavia diet. And I was so desperate that I jumped into it. I was like, okay, my last diet, I tried. I'll give it one more chance. If it works, it works. If not, that's fine. But I have to do something. And they offered you food. They're gonna send you the food. You pay for it. You eat only this, and it's gonna be awesome. And it was awesome. And I was doing good. As you can check back my first 3 videos, I think, in this channel are about this diet. So I'm not gonna go any more deeper into this. I lost weight, I felt good, but I just got tired of eating that processed food. I don't even know if I can call it food. So the same vicious cycle pattern happened, that I lost weight. I was doing really good till like April, May, and then I was just like that desperate. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. So in 2023, I was really struggling. I was like, what else can I do? Like, I don't want to do calorie counting. I want to pay for another like diet, like Optavia. I paid like around $500 a month for this food and all that. So I'm like, I'm spending so much money here. Like, why am I doing this? And then I lose weight. Yeah, it feels good for 3 months, but then I'm just going back to eating because I don't want to restrict myself, and I'm just like gaining it all back. And then I feel like depressed and miserable. Like, I literally felt I was like in a dark place. Like, I was ashamed to go out. Like, what if somebody's gonna meet me on the street from my Max Challenge years and they're gonna say, like, ooh, look at her, like she gained so much weight, you know? So I literally didn't feel comfortable even like going out for like these running events or anything. Like, I just didn't want to like see people, you know? So it was bad, but I said there's gotta be a way. I started doing research, I was reading books, I was listening to podcasts, and I decided I'm never ever going for any other diet, like ever. Like, that was it. Optavia was my last diet, and I'm just gonna do it differently. And when 2024 started in January, I said, I need to break this vicious cycle. I'm not going to say I'm going on a diet in 2024 because I don't want to continue this losing, gaining. It's not healthy for your body if you like gain 30 pounds and you lose 30 pounds in like within 3 months. It's just not good. And I want to be healthy. I'm over 40. Like, I just want to do like stuff that I like to do, working out, because I love to work out, but I don't want to like punish myself, like, oh, I need to do this workout because I ate a pizza last night, you know? Like, no. So slowly I was getting into this headspace that I need to like figure out why this is happening. I even started therapy, which I never done in my life, because I'm like, there's need to be something like mentally that's causing this. Like, do I have an eating disorder, or like what's going on, you know? Like, this is not normal and I'm struggling so much. And then I started this journal that I was telling you guys in my previous video, that I'm just gonna track the food but not calorie counting. Yes, once in a while check what has how much calories, just to have like an overview, but I'm just gonna try to stay in calorie deficit, but I don't want to do any restrictions. If I feel like eating a cookie, I'm gonna eat a cookie. Like, I'm trying to really balance it out, and I'm gonna talk about the next video, because now it's just like, let's just cut it here. Like, I told you guys all my diets. I want to show you that scale progress that I was promising you. And again, if you're struggling, you're not alone. I'm doing these videos for myself, but also for you guys. If it inspires you, if you can relate to any of this, shoot me a comment. I really appreciate all the comments, and of course subscription of my channel so I can grow. And this is it for now. I don't want to keep it too long. It's already been very long. So I'm just going to continue this journey and share it with you guys, because it inspires me. And hopefully, if I can just inspire one person or make you feel better with my videos, that you're not alone, that the struggle is real, but life can be nice and it's worth it. So thank you guys, and check out my progress. It's coming up next. I'm a bit scared because I ate breakfast. I usually don't weigh myself after breakfast, but let it be. This makes me so happy, guys. And I have to be honest and raw, like I promised. I'm on my period, 4th day of my period. So I was expecting a higher number because of that, because they say if a woman is on the period, you hold some water. Your body holds water. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to expect today. But after 7 weeks, I'm down like 5 pounds. So small progress. This is not a video where the title is gonna say I lost 30 pounds in 3 months. I've done that, I've been there, and I don't want to go there anymore, because I know it's temporary, and I'm gaining it back if I lose fast, big amounts of weight by restricting myself. I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it for life. And right now, I'm really happy to see my results. So have a nice day, guys. I'll see you later.